Hello, hello, and welcome to part 32 of Disco Elysium. We have basically nothing left to do, more or less. We need to figure out... We have one case left. We need to figure out who shot the hanged man, who shot Lily. And we have one place left to examine, to look around, to talk to someone who lives on the... It's an island out in the bay. We have a boat, we have a skiff. Let's see.
The skiff floats on the calm mirror of the sea. Its 2 seats are empty.
What awaits us out on the island?
Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle, and you're off into the bay. A strange trepidation comes over you. Are you sure you want to go now?
I don't want to, but I don't have much else to do.
Have you made all the necessary preparations? Closed all your accounts? Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
Get in and ride to the island. We're not gonna hold the boombox because Lillian said, no shenanigans, just go. According to the twins, there's someone out there. Exactly who? The fireman. Who keeps telling them to... Hey.
The boat comes to a slow stop. The lieutenant turns the engine off. Then there's silence.
Well, that was a scene. Sorry about the silence, but I didn't... That was spellbinding and majestic. I didn't want to interrupt it. Anyway, we made it out to the island. There's supposed to be someone out here who lives / doesn't live here / sometimes only visits. Man, that establishing shot, it just slowly zooming out, you standing in the front of the skiff, Kim just steering, and more things coming into view as that kinda sad music plays. You see more and more of the church. Now, all I can think about when I see that church now is the pail that is eating on up this world. Ooh. Anyway.
In the silence, a sputter of wings. A flock of quails takes off in the distance.
Let's go.
Yes, let's go. Climb out. New skill point. Damn. Now the question is, do I have a... I can't fast travel from here. I have a... I want to help make the medium core song into a hyper core, damn it. Am I allowed to go back? How many times can I go back and forth?
The skiff is swaying on the waves by the dock.
I'm just gonna try this. If we return to the mainland.
There are things we still need to do here.
He looks at the ruined flak tower on the cliffside. You're right, let's get to it. I'm not allowed to leave the island. Okay, under the assumption that I will be able to return to the mainland. I'm gonna put one more point into interfacing. So we can maybe help Egghead with the last part of the tune. So, once you're here, you're not allowed to go back. Final dungeon, go! A makeshift bridge. The bombs were powerful enough to break the foundation. The rusted chain trails off into the ocean and something is leaking oil.
The chain trails off into the ocean, connecting the island to the supply depot on the coast.
This leads to the depot in Land's End.
Ah, yes, so it seems.
The lieutenant looks at the mechanism overhead. What do you think it was used for?
For bringing munitions to the island, maybe? And supplies? You could also lock the bay when you raise the chain.
As a defensive measure, lock it off that side of the bay.
Lock it from whom?
From enemies. Enemies of the commune of Revachol. This sea fort was a revolutionary fortification, I believe.
I see. Finish thought. Okay, so how free are we to walk around? Not extremely free? Sure, we have to go up here and around here. That's fine. These tires are falling apart. They're at least 50 years old. At least. Okay. That would be ice breaking, hopefully. Attention! Inflammable! Which is such a silly word because that sounds like it wouldn't catch fire, but it actually means the opposite. There's a lingering trace of mazout in the air. What the hell is mazout? Allow me to look that up because I want to know. Mazout. Russian. No, Romanized mazout is a low-quality heavy fuel oil used in power plants and similar applications in the countries of the former Soviet Union. I see. I learned a lot of things. Some fuel has leaked out of the barrel. Black. Viscous. Probably this crap down here then. Now let's wait. Let's not go in quite yet. Oh, we can actually go in here and come out here. Maybe. This barrel says ICM. You see a star with little specks in it. Warm blood trickles down your armpits. The ligature is off. It's nothing. Okay. No way to get up there. The stairs are gone. Well, we can solve that by going through here. I don't think I need a flashlight in here. Oh, I'm up here. Careful, these stairs have collapsed. Okay, I can't go there. It was just telling me that I couldn't go there. This was once an armament rest. Twin cannons were attached here. Medium distance, large caliber. Books, mostly fantastique and historical fiction. Historical fiction can be fun. Dishes stained with sauce and fire. A survivor's kitchen. But what about this? This looks like engine.
An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor. The cables disappear into the wall to your right. The lieutenant puts his hand on the metal barrel, checking for warmth.
It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
So where do these wires lead?
Downstairs, somewhere?
He looks at the wall socket. What kind of generator is this?
Liquid carbon. I would imagine it takes mazout.
He points to the open fuel cap on the side of the dynamo.
The kind that's favored by vagrants and fuel thieves. It's been a long winter, long and cold.
If anyone stayed here, they'd need a generator.
Tap on the side.
A hollow ring. The canister is empty. Dust falls from the generator and down into the ammo lift.
What does this mean? A generator here? Probably that someone has been staying here.
I don't know. I'm not a philosopher.
I meant, why is it here?
Someone with basic electrical skills has restored it in order to keep the room warm. Maybe it's the fire guy.
Yeah, maybe it is the fire guy.
The wind outside picks up suddenly, with a faint howl. Inside, it's warm.
Wind's howling. Right. A makeshift bed.
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner, resting on piles of soft cover books. White linen and a pillow are visible under a worn-out caracal blanket.
Someone has been squatting here. The linen is fresh, recently washed.
How recently?
You force the rest of the sentence out through pain, thick as molasses, no longer able to hear yourself speak.
Ooh, am I that injured?
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest for what's ahead.
Alright, maybe a little shut-eye, just an hour.
You face the concrete wall. There's less light there, in the dark corner. Like a dog, you lie there. You didn't realize how tired you were. Your body is still nowhere near healed.
Curl up with your knees close to your chest in the fetal position.
The blanket feels cold. The entire room does. Concrete and cold. Minutes pass. Half an hour maybe. The sounds of the sea beyond grow distant. Your eyelids close. Until you feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mattress. Slowly, the world begins to hatch from the blackness. It's evening.
But we said about an
Sleep.
hour. This is way longer than an hour. And where's Kim? Hello? Hello? Kim? The lieutenant is no longer here. Go outside. To the beach. Okay. The door is still here, closed. Feels strange, somehow. We can't get in. Don't you mean out? That leads out. Am I dreaming? This feels like a dream. Hello? Oh, I can go down here? No. No, no. Where am I supposed to go? Probably that way. Harry's walking that way. I can't interact with anything. I remember these being a thing. There's nothing I can interact with. Oh, okay. Kim? I wonder how different this would play out if I hadn't been shot. Go down to the chain. There's something there. This is the ancient reptilian brain limbic system dreamy music. The chain was over here though. Can't really go there now, can I? There's a chain. Walk into the water now. You see her footprints on the water. Yeah, I'm dreaming. Further.
Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state turns around to face you. She has an airship airbag in her hand. She seems to be in a hurry. Off to advise the Queen of Shest, most likely. This is the Holy Suzerain of Muindi and Insulinda. Definitely not your wife. You need to talk to her. Think of the historical knowledge you could glean. I don't know, man. What is the Holy Suzerain doing here? Something seems off.
Yeah, something is off.
I'm sorry. I was heading to the aerodrome. I just don't have time to...
She stops mid-sentence, glances to her right, then looks at her bag.
She means she doesn't have time to tend to your emotions.
You don't have time to tend to my emotions?
She sighs and looks over her shoulder.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Morova. To live there, in Grad. It's 1 million kilometers away, Harry. Might as well be another lifetime.
Yeah, I think she's exaggerating. Or this is a really, 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 really huge planet. What's in the bag?
Just my scepter, my globe cruciger, a spare silk gown, a toothbrush, travel documents, the crown of immortality.
Crown of immortality? Aren't you already wearing one?
Oh, this.
She corrects the wreath on her forehead.
This is just a wreath. The crown of immortality is made of rarefied light, mana and raw palladium. It was passed on to me by the rulers of late antiquity.
She looks at the suitcase, not knowing what more to say. Then, over her shoulder.
Anyway,
Can you stay for a moment? We need to talk. We need to have one more massive epic showdown.
no, Harry. No. I don't want a massive epic showdown. I want to go to the aerodrome. I have tickets for the 10:20 flight to Morova. Really.
She looks at you plaintively.
We don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of words has been played out. The atoms don't form us anymore. Us. Our love. Our unborn daughters. It's all gone. I have to go to the aerodrome. I have to leave Revachol and you. And you have to be alone. In hell. Forever. That's just the way it is.
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now.
Will I? I will. But that's not a very good way for things to be.
It's not. But
She looks at her feet. Little golden sandals cover her toes. But what? Tell me there's something good.
I don't know why I said but. There is no but.
So that's it?
That's it, yes. We've talked about it a million times. You will get over it, just like I did. People do. Things will get good for you again.
Will they though?
Where in hell?
Good for me where? In fucking hell?
Oh yes, she'll come around now. I made her love you again, Harry. Her innocence, Dolores Day, fiddles with the handle of her airport bag. She has a pained expression on her face. It's agonizing. I don't understand. It was, she herself said.
We were bad for each other, okay? I was bad for you. Can you not see? I'm bad. I had to stop. I couldn't just turn into a bad person. You will get better. It just takes some time. For you, I think it'll take something like 20 years, maybe? It was hard for me too, you know? I used to think I couldn't live without you.
She looks you straight in the eye. Her irises are light blue, flecked with green.
But I can.
It's not. It's just not possible. It's like eating rocks. You just can't do it.
20 years? That's so much time.
Yes. It only took me 1 year, maybe 2. Phew.
So you felt that way once? That you cannot live without me?
Yes. But that time is gone now. So very gone.
Oh, with all my strength, I can't. It's like eating rocks.
There is a silence. She looks at you, then over her shoulder, then corrects the wreath on the dome of her forehead. As you talk, it feels like chewing on gravel, granite, steel bars.
Okay then. Super! Okay, I still have other things I need to know.
What other things? We've been through all the things, Harry.
Yeah, but I get the feeling that you're not really Dolores Day.
I don't know what you mean. Dolores Day?
She looks at you quizzically. It does not seem like a mystery she wants to get into. I've heard you before. You're the voice on the phone.
Oh, Harry, you shouldn't have done that.
She shakes her head very slowly, her white hair brushing her shoulders. Do what?
Call me like that.
It wasn't me, actually, it was my hand. My fingers call you.
They shouldn't have. They really shouldn't. I was in Morova already. Safe. In the warmth of the night. Wrapped in my future love. There, I think of you less and less. Whole weeks go by without me remembering you. Months already. Soon it will be years without the hurt. I sit there in Morova, in the holy gratitude of my bliss. I put my hand on my belly and smile.
She's pregnant.
The air gets cold around you. She looks down on her stomach, then up at you. Her eyes are full of tremendous distance and mystery.
Your name?
It's Dora. That's what the voice said on the phone.
Dora is short for Dolores.
Dubois, yes. Dora Dubois.
That's why I think of Dolores Day.
Why what?
Are you Dora Dubois?
Oh no. No. We're not doing that again.
You're the morning.
The morning? I don't understand.
No, I meant mourning. As in, I'm grieving, even though you're not even dead.
Oh my god, Harry, stop. I don't want to hear anything about the morning. Mourning someone who's still alive. Any of that.
Well, even if someone is alive, you can still mourn them. You can mourn the loss of them. Mourning doesn't exclusively mean grieving for someone who's dead.
I can't do that anymore. I'm not 80 years old, I'm 32. People my age are not supposed to mourn.
She breathes out. It sounds more angry than a sigh. Not supposed to mourn, but, you know, life is what life is. So she's only 32? How the hell old are we then? 40-something? We seem older. We seem way older. You're the X-something.
Wasn't I Dolores Day just a second ago? Now I'm the X thing? You're confusing me. Look, I have to be at the Lausanne Aerodrome at 10:20 p.m. I still have a light rail to catch. I haven't even bought the tickets yet.
She keeps glancing over her shoulder nervously. You know, I'm glad we're having this conversation. I'm getting so much closure.
I'm glad too, but I have to go. My friends are waiting for me on the platform. I can't let them wait. It's impolite.
What?
Authority? We don't need that kind of attitude right now. Cool. Your friends. Say hi to your friends for me then.
I will.
She says. The evening wind blows in and the gown wraps around her like a white flag. On second thought, you're Dolores Day, Queen Regnant of the Treasures of Mundi and Islin. I think. No, she's Dora Dubois.
Yes, Harry. I am. Things have gotten much better for me. Now that I am the ruler of the known world. Oh god, it's already so late. I have to go, Harry.
Not yet.
A tiny golden watch with red straps around her bony little wrists.
But you said I have a vast soul and you will always come back to it.
We both said a lot of things. We were very young.
It was her. I can feel it. I can see it in her tender long fingers, in her wrists. Her hand wrote it, said those things.
Actually, you didn't say it. You wrote it in a letter, a handwritten letter. I kept it in my paperwork.
As Queen Regnant, I write a lot of letters.
She brushes a strand of white hair out of her eye.
You need to recite it to her, for effect. All of it. No summaries. Yeah, put a stake through your heart. She'll get hurt too. Collateral damage.
Maybe it will bring some closure at
She won't
some
be
level.
hurt. She'll bend out of the way.
I have it right here. Let me refresh your memory. Let's take a trip down memory lane.
Please, Harry. I just don't have time for this.
Every morning, when I step out and you're asleep behind me, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows, until by the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me completely. I step on the light rail and look back. Something, bow collector. I know it will be like this until I walk back to you. This sounds like we're just being angry and petty. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast soul, and I will always come back to it.
Okay, stop. Yes. Are you happy now?
No, I'm not happy.
Then why are you doing this?
Being a police detective, I have performed a handwriting analysis on this, so I know it was you.
Very well. I wrote it. It was morning. You slept. There was hoarfrost on the ground when I left, on Voyager Road. It was autumn. The first autumn. But Harry, please understand, it was 1,000,000 years ago. No, it was 100 million years ago. I was someone else then, filled to the brim with love for you, hanging on your every word. Oh, Harry, you were the coolest. But I am no longer that person. This has taken her place. It will devour you. Harry, I will eat your mind.
Eat your mind?
The light of the video rental shines through her dress now. A DeLorean figure, cut in black, moves below. It's still her. Her legs, her breasts, her hips.
I was cool?
The coolest. With your leather jacket and your boot-cut pants, smoking in the bus stop. I wanted you to be the rest of my life that day. And you were. Some of it, at least. You were my first. My first kiss. My first time to have sex.
Hope it was a good first time.
The first and worst time I fell in love. I will always have that with me. It's a fact. But that is all it is. It's like a ticket stub, Harry. It doesn't do anything anymore.
A ticket stub to the past.
Yes, let's talk about that too. Let's bring it up, the zoo. In Le Jardin.
The garden?
The day we went east of the river. To the aquarium first. I was sad about my mother. I don't even know why. The shimmer of the fish tank on my face. The octopuses.
That's not really a imaginative name. Naming a zoo the garden.
It was just a day then, but to think. Were we there now, you could touch my hair, kiss me. Talk to me about anything, go virtually anywhere in the world. Not like now. Now our interactions are limited to pain and regret.
So they met young, perhaps very young, and they fell in love, wildly in love, and then they, or at least one of them, fell slightly out of love. Sad tale, not uncommon, but still sad. Voyager Road, I know that place. Where is it?
It's here, Harry. We are on Voyager Road. At the end of it, 300 meters from the stop. We used to come here to rent videos.
The house.
There, you could not pay the electrical bill. It became a lightless tomb. The years you spent training for the militia, my parents' money, it was not good.
Surely the alcohol didn't help either.
Were we drinking?
Everyone has a little glass of wine every now and then. I certainly do. It's a Queen Regnant thing. I don't think it was the alcohol. It was inevitability.
Can't you turn back to the person you were? I can see her in you, under the gown and that wreath.
And my crown of immortality? No. You scared her out of me. With your crying, the awful time we wound up having. And the cheap rental flats you could afford.
So they were in love, but they were not good for each other.
Can't you see? I can never think you're cool again. I can only think that way about new people.
A cheap rental with mold on the walls and the tap dripping.
Let's not do a rich man's cheap shots. I'm sure the money wasn't all there was. It sounds like you were a slightly horrible person, Harry. It won't help anyway.
Nothing will. I've been poisoned by newspaper and news. All I can do is scream at them and think of her, secretly.
So what now? What happens now? What is the next thing we talk about?
Is there really anything left? If not, we can always repeat one of the things we have already talked about. Talk about it again. If you do not feel like doing that, you should let me go to the aerodrome.
Don't let her. Don't let her go there. You should redo the topics. Go over everything. The things you didn't say before, too. Make it go on and on.
Yes, there are some extra things I haven't done under the first one, so we're gonna get to that, but... 28%, one suggestion. You're not even human!
I am actually very ordinary, Harry. Below this gown and wreath, I have an ordinary soul and ordinary thoughts. The only thing inhuman about me is this.
She looks around.
This thing you've made me into. I'm sorry for saying so, but I just hate it. What is this? This is so far gone, Harry. I don't even...
No, you're special. You had glowing lungs.
My lungs do not glow, Harry. I am just like all the others. None of us have glowing lungs. Stop making me into some kind of...
But then this is all meaningless.
It is. And it's making me late for my beautiful, beautiful flight to Morova. Far, far away from you and Revachol.
Mass murderer!
That is very contested by modern historians. Very contested. Plus...
She tramples her little feet for warmth and adds...
You're only saying this because things didn't work out between us. I have to go to the aerodrome now. I don't have time to defend myself from these accusations.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. You're soft and good, not a mass murderer.
I'm not that either. Can't I just be?
+1, not a mass murderer. Yeah, wasn't there things...
It's not, but... I don't know why that's it, yeah.
Where in hell?
You know, yeah, I'm not getting over it at all.
It just takes some time. For you,
20 years.
It's not. It's just not possible. It's like eating rocks. You just can't do it.
That was the one. It doesn't have to be like this. Maybe we could try again? The plea of a very desperate and lonely man?
No, Harry. We can't.
Why?
We already tried again, and it didn't work.
Ah. So it's doomed to fail.
Is that how it is now? We should just try all good things twice and then give up. By that logic.
Let's be the last sane people in the world, but only twice. If it doesn't work, let's lose our minds and let it all sink into the pail.
Yes, of course. You've got everything under control, and I'm hysterical because I don't want to keep hurting you.
She looks away from you. Okay. But what went wrong when we tried again? I can do it better, I promise.
I don't know. Please.
She shuffles from one golden sandaled foot to the other. In the distance, a streetcar screeches. But why? Why can't we be together? You're getting a little bit pathetic now, Harry.
Harry, we can't be together because you're insane.
Ah. Her eyes turn to sorrowful ovals. Harry is a little bit insane, isn't he?
She avoids turning them to you.
Insane how?
They're turning moist now. Her eyes. She slowly shakes her head and tries to get a hold of herself, brushing her hands in her gown.
What do you mean by insane?
You know what I mean.
Everyone gets a little down.
A little down. You've worked there for so long, you can't even talk like a normal person anymore. It's always lists with you. Questions.
I don't know what you mean.
Questions? Did someone say questions?
They're not lists, they're trees. Dialogue trees.
This is another one, isn't it? We're in a tree right now.
Yes, we are. Yes, but it's not possible to talk without trees.
It's not just the lists or trees or whatever. You get sad, Harry. Too sad. People can't get that sad. It's impossible to watch.
She corrects the wreath on her head with her hands trembling now.
Other people get sad too, but not like you. You stay down for years, and then you start beating things. You get violent. In conclusion, you're ill. You're an old, insane man. And you have to be in hell until the end of your life. And I have to go to Morova.
42%. Guess it feels like if I say don't go, we're gonna proceed. 42%. That looked green. Oh, you still love me? Kiss her.
With your feet trembling from the steps you took, tepid and fearful, you stand against her, her body close to you, radiating warmth. With your eyes closed, you move your lips on her mouth. She is not kissing you back.
Yes, because this is in our subconscious, and we know she doesn't love us. But I succeeded.
This was not about failure or success. This was always going to be horror. I should not have suggested it, and you should not have listened to me.
Damn you, suggestion! I feel her breath.
Her chest rising like a pillow, warm exhalations against the side of your mouth, her tender soul moving through her lungs. Hidden, distant, kept safe from you.
Her cheek against mine.
Feels like soft fuzz, a bird covered in down feathers, brushing against your broken capillaries. The world's most precious material, reserved for those she lets close enough to feel it. You are stealing a touch. It's not yours to take.
Yeah, we're gonna just... You're not kissing me back.
The moment is ending. She is going to move her face away from yours. Trying hard not to look at you. When she withdrew and you held on to her hand, she tried not to look at your face and see the expression there.
Brother, you should put me in front of a firing squad. I have no words for how I failed you.
No words are really needed on the kiss, even though it's still in our subconscious. Well, that's it then.
No, Harry. Not yet. There is one more thing you have to see.
She slides her hands down her chest and onto her lower stomach and smiles.
I'm pregnant.
It's his, the man I heard on the phone.
Yes, he did it.
She looks down at her belly, then up into your old eyes.
I terminated yours. Don't you remember, you poor fuck? You poverty-stricken fuck.
Okay, that's unnecessary. But again, it's Harry's subconscious torturing him.
Now, go ahead. Ask me more questions. Let's talk about something else.
No, this has to end. Do the last one.
Yes, do the last one. Don't go, but go and leave me alone.
I have to, Harry. Really, I've already missed the 8:30. I'm gonna go now.
I was wrong. You don't have power over her anymore. You shouldn't have said that. I am wrong about everything.
Except
you should go on without me.
what he actually says is, you have sworn a holy oath, Harry. She herself begged you not to let her go. I need to see my list again. I'm sorry, where's my list? Wait! Hold on, what is there to do in Mirova?
Light, life, culture. It's so much better than here. Everything here reminds me of you and the horrible times we had. The nights we stayed up fighting for our dying love. I have to wipe it all off me and be clean again. I want to be a good person again. Not this. Not what you made me into.
Harry boy Dubois. It is time for you to put this to rest. Stop torturing yourself. Stop trying to go over it in your head. Just... I know it's gonna be difficult for you because it always is, but you need to take this, realize that you were bad for each other. You will always have the torturous memories of having a love in your life, and now you don't, but you need to let this go and start to heal yourself. It's okay, I understand. Nod silently, like a martyr.
No, you don't. You're just being a martyr. And I'm really going now. The time is up. I must be on the 10:20 flight.
Will we ever see each other again? No.
I won't see you, but you will see me.
How can that be?
Oh, Harry. This is a dream. Can't you see? I'm already in Morova by now. Who knows how long ago this happened? A year? 2? 5 years ago?
How will I see you again, then?
Right here, tomorrow night. Once this dream starts happening, it keeps happening. 3 times a week, at least. And Harry, it really, really looks like it started happening again. There's the video rental. I'm suffocatingly beautiful and young, and I smell of tutti frutti chewing gum, like I did that time when I asked you for forgiveness, after leaving you the first time, so long ago.
But this is intolerably bad and sad.
Oh yes, this is real darkness. It's not death or war or child molestation. Real darkness has love for a face. The first death is in the heart, Harry. See you tomorrow.
I hope not, but... How long was I out?
You're up quick. How was your sleep?
Looks like 2 or 3 hours. Oh. Actually, it was total annihilation, Kim, which is also a kind of a fun game.
I did not want to wake you. Perhaps I should have? Was it a job dream?
No, an ex-wife dream.
The lieutenant nods solemnly. I understand. We've all been through similar things. It can be overcome.
Swallow the blood and conclude. No, let's solve the fucking case.
Are you sure you're okay? You thrashed around and you bolted up, halfway covered in blood from your wounds.
Yeah, swallow the blood and conclude. Let's just comb the entire island centimeter by centimeter. That's the next step in the task chain.
Okay.
He replies simply.
He's still worried. You must have really thrashed and squealed in your sleep.
Alright, that was something. But let's just investigate the entire island. You see candles planted on a broken rangefinder. A moth-bitten bed sheet keeps the wind out.
Books and magazines lie scattered on the floor and on a makeshift cupboard. They are not particularly well organized.
So sift through them.
Most are soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories from the 20s and 30s. This disparate digest includes the classic Animal Adventures. Popular depictions of man versus nature by amateur naturalists T&T Harpin. Husband and wife. Widely read by people from all walks of life. Who doesn't like nature? Who doesn't want to survive? Among what is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories, you find a magazine cathodique for electrical engineering. Then it's back to pulp. Light erotica, an international thriller about circuit benders.
Wait, an international thriller about circuit benders? Eh?
Someone's made themselves a home.
Conceptualization, does anything stand out as unusual? 17%? I don't think I really can do. I did.
Not that you can tell. This is a digest of someone who's dead bored. Most of it is for entertainment purposes. Fittingly right next to the radiola on the floor.
Nothing out of the ordinary?
Maybe it's a little old-fashioned. There's a nude mag. More than that, you can't say.
Well, if there's only one, maybe there's something hidden inside the nude magazine?
The print in some of these is pretty small, though. This person has good eyesight.
All right. Let's just move on. We have a fallen arrower shirt. Nice, I guess. We have some pants. No, it's a scarf. Army surplus winter scarf. +2 empathy, -1 composure. Ah, here we go. These things. What do? Oh, magnesium, sure. I've taken some morale hits. We have some more magnesium and some money. I could go out on the beach this way, I guess. I could go out here. Let's look. Yeah, let's go this way. Since we're here. This great blast door must weigh over 10 tons. Rust peels off it.
You see a small metal door nested inside a larger one. A heavy steel blast door. There is a conventional keyhole above the handle. It's very small.
So what's on the other side?
Another part of the island, probably. The lock looks like it could still be usable.
The lieutenant looks into the keyhole. So how do we open this?
Maybe this is one of the doors we don't open?
He looks at the door, then at its bigger brother, then at the lock.
He's right. It would be better to open its big brother. A powerful engine hangs under the ceiling. It must control the blast door.
You're right. We open the big one. Do you see the controls anywhere?
I think there's a console just southeast. Let's look around. Getting the blast door open seems like the best plan.
Alright. So basically go down to where I wanted to go. To this. Oh, a hatch. This hatch is jammed shut. And there's something hidden in the stairs. Yes, someone around. Okay. So.
Green paint flecks off the monoblock aluminium cabinet. There are rows of switches on the front panel, a frequency band, and even a keyboard.
What is this then?
The console of an anti-computation device. The generator upstairs, with wires coming out. They terminate here.
Could this open the blast door? We probably have to fuel the generator first.
Possibly. Urgence, ouvert, allumé, radiodiffusé. It sounds like this device was used to control the electronics here. Maybe it still does.
This device was used to control the electronics in the room. It could open doors, control lights, function as a radio computer.
Push light interior.
Nothing happens.
Slide radio dial.
The dial slides under the glass, silently. You make out defunct stations on the UKV frequency. The words, Feld Insula, are written on the band.
Insular. This is an off-air radio computer, I believe, used for military communications.
I see.
It's an air-gapped system, an off-air military model. Its circuits are nearly impossible to bend, i.e., it cannot be remote controlled.
Turn emergency open.
We need to restore power before using this, officer. The generator, it didn't look like there was fuel in it.
No, we tapped on the side and it sounded very hollow.
We should look around outside. There are barrels all over. Maybe one of them still has something in it.
He looks into the dim light to his right. Yes, but we also need some way to transport the fuel.
The boat engine.
Wait, what about this fuel I found from my MC? My motor carriage.
There's barely anything left. That won't work.
Could get some from the boat engine, but then we're probably stuck here.
But officer, then we would have to swim back to the mainland. Let's just look around, okay?
Yes.
The consul stands by, mutely. Urgence ouvert reads a dial key. Allumé reads another. The frequency band says, radio diffuser.
Water rushes below. Far down below. Okay, so let's take a look at this side of the island. Also, before A firing slit. You can't see inside. I kinda, in a way, I do want to forget the Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center. But not, because Encyclopedia has given me so much experience. And it has given me the chance to level so many times. But I think I will if I ever get back to the mainland. If I ever get back to the mainland, so I can maybe ask her out. Yeah, we're gonna forget the Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center. The thought will be lost forever, can never get it back. Encyclopedia, you have served me very well in this. Thank you for all the experience. Thank you for all the imaginary money that somehow solidified in my pocket. Thank you very much. Now, we need a new thought. Because now we have an open slot. We can't have an open slot. We can go for a regular law official. We can go for an anti-object task force. We can find out our date of birth. That's gonna take 7 hours though. I don't think we have 7 hours. We might have 7 hours. I don't know. We can think about the armor gauntlets. Thank you. There must be some flaw in it that will allow you to stand your ground against this dangerous enemy technology. That would probably maybe have been very helpful when I actually faced people who were wearing said ceramic armor. So no. Wasteland of Reality. 20 hours. Cleaning out the rooms. Someone's been walking around in my dreams. Or the 15th Indo tribe. There are a lot of thoughts I have never seen. Oh, the boy at arrow. Okay. Ring of the law, law jaw. And here we can see the 2 thoughts I have forgotten. Bankruptcy sequence. I do like that you can actually see the names of the various thoughts, but you get no hint whatsoever as to how to gain them. Wait, homosexual underground? What? Okay. Advanced. Yeah, that's probably from Measurehead. Yeah, that's gotta be from Measurehead. Finger pistols. Actual art degree? Detective Cousteau. The bow collector. Alright, so. Regular law official? That sounds so boring though. Wasteland of Reality. Cleaning out the rooms. Let's do the Fairweather T500. That sounds fun. 3 hours. Sure. Can I get up there? I can. Wanna take a look around the beach first, don't get? Take a look at that. Must have been a direct hit to take out such a large chunk. Oh, get back here. The distant sound of cargo ships. Signal horns echo on the water. We're still getting the 1 experience per bubble, I think. Because we had that from somewhere. Something, from some thoughts. So there should be, yeah, there's a chain up here. Interesting how we knew there was a chain up there when we hadn't gone out here before we were resting. The winch is broken. Rust has eaten what remains of the chain.
A strange feeling, looking at the water. Maybe you should just wander off into the sea. Leave it all and walk in.
Inland Empire? Are you trying to get me killed? Why?
Perhaps there's someone there, under the water, waiting for you. Where it has always been. Maybe you know it's going to hurt.
But it's cold.
Yes, cold and still. But love is warm, like the inside of her mouth.
No, 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 no.
Yes, 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 yes.
Raise your sight.
In the still mirror of the bay, you see Martinez, reflected. Tall edifices of ruins reach into the water, like shimmering towers. And the shacks too. Pine trees and motor lorries, upside down. Islets and posts, like stepping stones, lead into the water in front of you. Go. Step in. It's been too long.
I wonder if you actually can.
Yes, cold and still. But love is warm.
What if I
inside
do
of her
yes
mouth.
please here?
Oh fuck, yes. Go there in your head.
Oh,
It's been days since you thought about her. A week.
we can't go into the water. Shake your head. My mind is trying to get me killed. Well, there was nothing else here. Oh, we can go up here. I see. I missed this completely. Now there's... Hello? The pain in your pelvis makes you wince. Then you continue. Walking uphill with a damaged pelvis is bound to hurt. The inside of the fortress. You make out the console and the blast door. I guess we're on this side now. The depot that supplied this chain is long gone from the coast. A weathered artillery map showing coordinates in the Bay of Revachol. An old medicine cabinet, newly stocked with druamine. Take. Newly stocked, eh? Kim, I want this. So we have another fuel canister. We can sell it for 48 real. If I wanted to.
There's a rain-soaked mattress on a concrete slab, only half covered by the crumbling roof. At the head of it, double embrasures, firing slits like two eyes in the wall.
B triple prime. This looks like a good place to shoot from.
Inspect the mattress.
A single-person mattress, modern, civilian use. Brand name, Marjorie. There's a fuel stain on the cover, along with cigarette burns.
Why would anyone shoot Lely from here? It's gotta be connected to his past, then. Right? It's gotta be connected to his past. Because we haven't really found anyone. Well, we have found people who had issues with Lely, sure. But we've kind of ruled out everyone, / they're dead. So... who is this mysterious person?
And an empty can of beans on the ground next to it, filled to the brim with cigarette butts.
Pick one out of the can.
The silhouette of a tobacco picker adorns the paper filter. The brand, Tio Moteri.
That's not the first time we hear that, right?
Contemporary Revacholians prefer Druan, a local blend from the southern islands, or Astra, the legendary cigarette from Guam. Tio Moteri is favored by older men, for its paper filter tips, sweet smell, and added tar.
Teomatiri, like the ones we found at Land's End, remember? But also basically anyone that's old enough smoke them.
I may have been wrong when I said it wasn't important. This means the same person could have visited both locations.
But it can also mean that it's two completely unrelated people who just happen to smoke the same brand. So, can't really draw any conclusions from that. I mean, you shouldn't just throw that aside, but I don't think we can draw any actual... Just put it on a shelf and keep it there.
I didn't see any signs of smoking inside, though. If people live there, they keep it tidy. This here may also be a smoking spot.
Inspect the wall.
There's a firing slit in the wall in front of you, like a little window.
Touch the concrete first.
Quite old and grimy, from years without cleaning by anything other than the rain.
Look through the hole in the concrete.
The springs screech as you lean on the mattress and crane your neck to look out. Trepidation, a tingling feeling in your stomach. A small piece of Martinez coastline opens up in the square in front of you, like a tiny landscape painting. 1 kilometer across the water. The ruins look familiar.
On the left?
A towering skyscraper, its top floors shaved off by artillery fire. Capeside apartments. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A and 33B.
And on the right?
The red chimney and collapsed back of the 4-story tenement in front of the Whirling in Rags. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 10. The doomed commercial area.
And between the two?
The box-shaped silhouette of the Whirling in Rags. Its sloped roof, a tiny fleck of light catches your eye on the rooftop, sunlight reflecting off the upstairs window of Clausia's room.
Motherfucker.
What does that mean? Do you have line of sight to the window?
Yes, there's an opening between 33A and 10. I can see all the way to the roof.
I can see it. Through the scope of a rifle. The shooter would be prone, lying on a mattress, barrel resting on the embrasure. I think we have it. The origin of the shot. This is the sniper's nest.
He pats you on the back. 3 small pats in a row.
Affirmative.
Finally.
In our defense, nothing pointed here. Many leads pointed elsewhere.
You are right, but also 6 people are dead. We could have prevented it.
Don't beat yourself up, officer. We did not put guns in their hands or get them drunk.
That is true. They are responsible for their own actions. He looks north over the fortification and then adds,
The lieutenant pauses. Regret comes over him.
We will make up for it. Here, I feel it.
We can't do anything about the mess that has happened, but we can try and make things right. Could the shooter still be here?
Where?
In Martinez.
I have always assumed it's someone local. We should move now.
Yes. Right, we finally could we have gotten here before the whole showdown went down? I don't know. I don't think so, because Joyce didn't want to give us a ride. And we haven't been able to borrow Lillian's skiff until just now. And, sure, there was the whole... this little thing here, which I theorized could have led to the island. But I also don't think so. And also, it's only a 3% chance. Probably not. But, anyway, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to leave this here. No. As always, thank you for being here and watching. I appreciate it very, very, very much. That's very kind of you. Please please take care of yourself, be kind, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.